It is a great day to be part of the Dirt Life. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to put together a sales campaign so that you can close more leads than ever before this upcoming lawn care season. I'm going to be going over the 3 components of every sales campaign that you can implement tomorrow so that you can actually get as many customers as possible for your upcoming spring rush. For those of you that don't know me, my name is James. I'm the owner of Yard Dogs Lawn Care here in Canada. Last year we did $2.1 million in sales, and this year we're shooting for 2.7. And we make these videos because we're becoming Canada's largest lawn care company, and we like to document the journeys, lessons that we've learned along the way and share with you. So, a sales campaign is a strategic way to reach out to a client list to get them to book lawn care services for you. Now, what I like to do is always have ongoing campaigns that change over time. So I like to usually play on with different holidays that we have going on. For example, I like to do a spring campaign, an Easter campaign. I like to do a Valentine's Day campaign. I like to even do like a Christmas Black Friday giveaway type of sales campaign at our lawn care company. I just walk around the mall and I think about all the different promotions that are going on. People have sales for everything. It's spring, it's summer, it's fall, it's winter, it's bar mitzvah, it's a birthday party. People are always celebrating something, so I like to put a fun twist on things and add it to a lawn care season. But a very important way to do it for a lawn care campaign is to make sure that you are always including how many spots you have available and when the promotion actually ends. Because if you had on your website, book today, $25 off, people don't have a reason to book today. They need something to push them to actually pull the trigger now, because otherwise human beings, we like to delay things. We're always going to push it off, and wait for a better time to book. So by making sure that you mention how many spots you have available and when the promotion actually ends, you are giving someone a reason to do it. Now, the way to actually figure out how many spots you should have available is to ask yourself, hey, if I had 1,000 leads tomorrow, would I be able to book them all? The answer is probably no. But I'm sure you could probably book 40 of them. Or how many people do you have room for in your schedule for this upcoming season? 200? Well, then let's make it very clear that you are only accepting 200 more clients for this upcoming season. Put that in all of your marketing. Make sure that it's very clear. Hey, this offer expires April 1st, and it's or for the first 200 bookings, whichever comes first. And then you get into your offer. Your offer can be $25 off a lawn care program. One thing that we're actually trying this year, $1 for your first application of fertilizer and weed control. You might ask yourself though, James, why aren't you offering it for free? Excellent question, YouTube subscriber. The reason for that is because if it's free, you can't get a credit card over the phone. But if you're charging them $1, you have to ask for a credit card on file. And once you have that, that means when the second round of applications come up 6 weeks later, you're able to schedule the services for them, and after you do the services, charge the card. But if you did it for free, you're not able to collect and charge for the service there because you don't have the credit card on file. So charge $1, it's almost free, but you need a Visa or MasterCard. That's why we do that. Now for sales campaigns, it's very important that you start it off with an email. It shouldn't just be a straight up call because you catch people out of the blue. What I like to do is make sure I send a one-to-one sequence email. This is not a one-to-many email, there's a difference. A one-to-any email looks like the typical marketing email that you get on an ongoing basis, where there's an unsubscribe button at the bottom, there's a couple pictures, and it's just a generic newsletter type of promotion. If you do a one-to-one sequence email, it literally will take the contact's first name, put it into the email, and it looks like it's an email that I'm sending to a friend of mine, a neighbor of mine, a colleague of mine, and it says something like, hey Samantha, this is James with Yard Dogs Lawn Care. I actually wanted to touch base with you because right now we're doing our early bird special. It's $25 off any of our lawn care programs, or it's $1 for your first application of fertilizer weed control. Fill in the blank what you want to put in here. But you end with a question. You always end with a question, and it says something like, do you want to take me up on this offer? Question mark, and you leave it and you put your signature at the bottom. You gotta end the email with a question because otherwise they don't know what to do. The question you put at the end of the email is the actual call to action that you are giving people. But you want to look like you're just emailing Samantha one-on-one because you genuinely care about her, and you do genuinely care about her, but you need to stand out outside of all the noise that her inbox is probably filled with from all these different marketing companies always marketing to her. So doing this one-to-one sequence email with an offer that has urgency and scarcity attached to it definitely pushes the ball forward. So you send out the email, and then the next day you schedule a call. So email. If she replies to you, you don't need to keep calling her. She replies to you, awesome. But if she doesn't reply to you, you're gonna call her the next day. You're gonna leave a voicemail. Then right after the voicemail, you're gonna send one text message. The text message is just sending her whatever you said in the voicemail, kind of in a text form, just because some people don't open voicemails, but they'll look at their text messages. And then the next day, you're gonna send an email that's simply just gonna say, hey Samantha, did you get a chance to see my email yesterday about our lawn care offer? And you wouldn't believe how many people reply to that second email that don't reply to the first. It's just a nice way to check in with people doing services. But for most sales campaign guys, that's it. I like to do 2 emails, 1 call, 1 text message, and if they don't reply to that, don't do it anymore. You don't want to overwork the list when you're not in the peak season. Now, this is a different follow-up sequence than what I would use for a new person booking with us, because somebody submits a form on our website, I'm gonna call them and email them 10 times over the course of the next 5 days. It is your duty as a salesperson to reach out to someone as often as you can to make sure that you catch them at a time that's convenient for them. Because after they submit a form, what happens? Their baby starts crying, their boss calls them, they're in the middle of the grocery store, things get busy, life gets busy, and it's just grass, it's just lawn care. So you wanna make sure you're reaching out to them and find them at a very convenient time that works well for them. Now you might ask yourself, who should I be doing these sales campaigns for? Well, think about everybody that you've quoted in the past that for whatever reason didn't book with you. That's a list. They're called past estimates. Another list might be everyone that you might have done services for in the past, but for whatever reason they didn't book with you last year. That's called a past customer list. That is an awesome one to hit up. It's actually my favorite one to hit up of all. And then you have all those other emails and phone numbers in your database that you've had forever that you haven't really worked in a while. Work the list and determine if they're worthwhile to hit up or not. It's worth giving them a call. You never know when someone needs lawn care, so hit them up there. A good thing that I like to do right before I delete a contact from my database is I send them a text message, but not from a texting service. I actually like to use my iPhone, because when it shows up as blue, everybody associates that with being a real person, and that is important. By the way, guys, if these marketing and sales tips are valuable to you, please make sure you subscribe to our channel so I can keep sending you awesome content your way for your upcoming lawn care season. The spring rush is among us. The lawn care tsunami is coming soon, and we have to do everything that we can to maximize our sales, lower our retention, and increase our profit margins. Dirt life, baby!